Professor Gao, let's talk about political campaigns and the role they play in our elections. First, can you define political campaigns?
Yeah, so political campaigns are all of the activities that candidates engage in order to win an election. Examples of this can include TV ads or giving speeches. Television advertising has become a predominant way that candidates try to reach their audience, and it is also believed to be able to be utilized to target specific groups in specific areas of the United States. And internet, as it's becoming more prominent with younger voters, is also a great way for candidates to try to reach out, and also a method by which candidates can receive donations from smaller donors.
What impact does political campaigns have on election results?
Whether or not a candidate is able to win an election is going to be determined very much upon whether or not the candidate is able to campaign strategically. And so when candidates are trying to utilize their campaign funds, the best way that they would do so is to try to grab the attention of their voters, namely this idea of name recognition. And it's really imperative that candidates utilize their money wisely to reach the largest number of people possible whenever they are trying to campaign. And so for candidates that are able to use this to their advantage, using media events is going to be really beneficial because it's cost saving and still gets their name out there. A really prominent example of this was President Trump's election in 2016.
You talked about candidates using their money wisely. What role does money play, and what do they usually cost?
Presidential elections, or any kind of elections in general in the United States, tends to be very, very expensive. During the 2012 presidential election, both President Obama as well as Mitt Romney both spent $800 million on their campaigns. So a lot of critics believe that that's a huge waste of money. Others also believe that there should be some kind of limit as to how much money candidates can actually spend on their campaigns. And the Supreme Court actually looked at this issue in the case Citizens United versus Federal Election Committee. Supreme Court actually made the decision that it actually is not constitutional in the sense that it violates the freedom of speech if we limit how much candidates spend on their campaigns.
To learn more about this issue, please read your textbook.